Yes, hello today, this is Connor with Lux Natura Audio, and today we're going to show you how to process some stock VST software drums through outboard gear. I'm going to be using this SSL BiG SiX, the SSL Fusion, as well as an old Carvin MX822 to give these drums more life, more harmonic saturation, and some glow via a real spring reverb that's in the Carvin. So, if that's interesting to you, and you like this type of content, like this video, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell notification, and if you want your audio, your drums, your vocal stems, whatever, processed this same way, contact me at luxnaturaaudio@gmail.com and I'd be happy to work with you. So, without further ado, let's go check out the project. Alright, so we're in Logic now. You can see I have the drums pulled up, just some standard MIDI drums, a stock Logic preset for the most part, and it's in multi-output mode, so that means I can route all of the individual drums to specific places on the BiG SiX desk. I have kick in and out on channel 3, I have snare top and bottom on 4, I have the toms on 5 and 6, and then the cymbals, the overheads, the hi-hat, and the leak mic on 7 and 8. One thing I like to do is pan everything drummer perspective, so I flipped the overheads with this SSL EV2 plugin, which is a little overkill, but it adds some analog texture very subtly, and then I made the leak mic mono just because I like the attack down the center like that. But anyway, let's hear the Logic stock sound as is. It's still routed down through the BiG SiX anyway, but it's pretty clean and pure as to what anybody could pull up in their Logic session. So, sounds like this. So pretty straight ahead sound, pretty dry sound. It's kind of like a retro sounding kit. It's the Liverpool producer pack, basically, that I just manipulated slightly. And yeah, it sounds good as is, but we can definitely push it into some interesting directions here with the console and with the outboard gear. So here's just the kick. Add some EQ in. Little top, little bottom. Channel compression. And now let's add that Carvin in here. So it really changes it. Without. Back in. So very pillowy, kind of adds a little bit of almost low-end saturation there as well, which I really like. It's kind of the whole point of using the Carvin. So let's do the same thing for the snare now. I'll blend it in dry and then add the BiG SiX EQ and the channel compression as well as the Carvin. BiG SiX EQ. Little top end out there. Channel compression, just to nudge it in. And then this is the magic part here. Without, so flat. So basically my approach there is reserving some of the high-end energy to come through with the Carvin insert. So I'm taking a little bit of the high frequency out and then compressing it a bit too so I can hit the Carvin even harder to get that breakup. And I think it sounds really good. Nice sizzly, nice body to the snare drum. I'm going to do the same thing. We'll bring in both the toms and the overheads and add a little bit of mid, a little bit of low to the toms, and a little bit of mid to the overheads in general. Sounds like this. BiG SiX in. So already that's sounding a lot better. It's really livening up the entire kit, making it feel a little bit more realistic, maybe more analog in general, because that's what we're adding to it. Alright, so now we're going to blend in the spring reverb. This is going to be the best part of this video because the spring reverb sounds amazing. It really adds a nice glow and texture to everything. I'm going to do the kick drum first and just blend in the spring slowly so you can hear it dry and then get wetter and wetter as we go on, instead of just the whole kit right away. So let's hear that kick with the spring. Pull in the snare as well. Bring those toms in. Reverb on. Overheads up. It's got that lovely springy trail that just kind of glows off into the distance. So what I'm also going to do is add some bus compression to kind of tame that snare down a little bit and bring up more of the entire kit together. So let's dial that in here. Okay, and now for the finishing touch, I just want to add a bit of fusion to get as much color out of this drum sound as possible yet. So, if you're familiar with the Fusion at all, it has the vintage drive, the violet EQ, high frequency compressor, stereo image, and then this kind of transformer switch, which just adds more of a console sound, which we definitely want to do. So, I'm going to engage that, and then I'll just add section by section so that you can get a feel of each build-up until we achieve the final resonant harmonic good old sound that we're known for here at Lux Natura Audio. So let's give it a go, and I'll just dial in all these modules. Vintage drive on. High and low violet EQ. Little high frequency compression. Pull that brightness back a little bit like it's tape. A little bit of width. Make those toms really surround your head. And then finally the transformer. Alright, so just to close us out, we're going to listen to the dry Logic stock sound, and then I'm going to add back in the analog signal chain, and we'll hear the complete difference, the overhauling of this sound with all analog gear, which is really cool. So, this is the dry sound once again. Bring in that EQ. Channel compression. Carvin inserts. And reverb. Bus comp on. And finally the Fusion. Alright, Alright, so there you have it. We took a pretty bland drum sound and we added a lot of richness, some harmonic content, and some spring reverb. So I think we just, really livened up what was an otherwise digital kind of, flat sounding kit. And if you have a project that has drums, maybe you have a vocal stem or an entire mix that you'd like processed in this similar way, contact me at luxnaturaaudio@gmail.com. I'd be happy to work with you. But in any case, thanks for watching. If you like this video, like the video, leave a comment, let me know what you'd want to see next potentially, and definitely subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you see when I post more of this stuff. But again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.